The home of the common Joe and the common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads.
Ho, ho, ho. Looks like Santa Sooner has brought presents early for the Oklahoma Sooners. First, a contingent of the Oklahoma fans that wanted Jeff Lebby gone got their wish. Now, the contingent of Oklahoma fans that have been wanting to see Dillon Gabriel gone and Jackson Arnold be the starter, looks like they got their wish too. So, looks like y'all got a couple of early Christmas presents. Let's talk about it. Abracadabra. Florida State's playoffs are out of reach. Cadabra. And it also fits the topic of the day. Abracadabra is the song of the day by Steve Miller Band, some old school rock and roll. As seems like Jeff Levy's disappeared, and so is Dillon Gabriel now, but in a good way. Both served the Oklahoma Sooners in a great manner, in my opinion. Oklahoma and Dillon Gabriel both owe each other. No one more than the other, but hand in hand, they got each other through some tough times. I think that without Oklahoma, Dillon Gabriel's career doesn't look as good as it does now. And I think without Dillon Gabriel, Oklahoma doesn't get through the tough times without Linky Boy. But before we get to all that, I'd like to give our four horsemen shout outs. And they go to Mike Wilkerson, the Rhino 26, Hoss, and Squidwater are mounted up, saddled, and ready to go. They're going to help us today's college football invasion. And if you want your badge and you want to be deputized and get your four horsemen shout out like they just did, all you got to do is hit the join button next to the subscribe button. It's on $2.99 a month. That's just 75 cents a week. That's just a half a bottle of water for the outlaw. And you'll get possibly the comment of the day as well. The comment of the day will be coming later in the show. I can also be reached on Twitter at OCF Productions. Now, getting right to it here, it looks like Dillon Gabriel is entering the transfer portal, much to the delight of some Oklahoma fans out there, not quite understanding why they would want Dillon Gabriel gone. I kept hearing the main thing, and the reason why a lot of Oklahoma fans wanted Dillon Gabriel to move on was because he didn't really have a deep ball. Now, I've seen him throw the ball deep a few times, so I'm not quite understanding that. But I haven't watched Oklahoma as much as you guys and gals, so I'll just have to take your word for it on that. But I would like to bring something up for y'all to celebrate Dillon Gabriel and the time he was here at Oklahoma and how both he and Oklahoma helped each other get through some pretty tough times. Let's bring this up for y'all. Here it is. Dillon Gabriel's complete career stats. As you know, he spent 3 years at UCF and now the last two seasons with the Oklahoma Sooners. He had 1,050 completions out of 1,664 attempts at 63.1%. Not too bad. And here's a great stat. 14,865 yards passing. That's an 8.9 yard average. 125 touchdowns in his complete career. Only 26 interceptions. And I guess he had a long of 93. In rushing, he had 1,060 total yards in his career. He even had some receiving yards right here at Oklahoma. I guess they did a little chicanery and some trick plays with him at one time. He even had 33 yards receiving as a quarterback. All right. So let's get back to this. I don't even know that was correct on the whole receiving yard thing, but anyway, I thought it was pretty funny. Let's stop the screen there. So, yeah, it looks like Dillon Gabriel's had a pretty nice little career for a guy that not many people had a lot of fanfare for. when he's at Central Florida, he done well under Jeff Levy. When he come to Oklahoma, he done well as well, in my opinion. Now, a lot of people may disagree with me on that, but just like the title of this video is going to say, Oklahoma and Dillon Gabriel both owe each other a debt of gratitude. It was a tough time for Oklahoma after Lincoln Riley left and basically gutted the program and said a lot of shady shit that we all know was complete horse manure. And basically it's caught up to him now. And it's good to see karma come back and bite someone. And it's good to see good people actually do good. And Dillon Gabriel's a good guy. And he done really good. As a matter of fact, he even had a nice little farewell to you guys. I'm going to bring that up for you as well right now. Now, I got a little something for y'all out there. Nice little Christmas present to get y'all in a good mood, especially since y'all are going to a nice little bowl. Now, I know a lot of y'all are not real happy with the Alamo Bowl, but I think the Alamo is a great bowl, considering where y'all were last year at 6-7. I think it's a nice little trip. I love San Antonio. It's a great city. I visited down there with my friend Jonathan Lewis. That's where he lives. And we all might get together for that bowl game if y'all want to. If y'all want to get a few people together, maybe hook up and meet in San Antonio after Christmas. That would be a great Christmas present to me and everybody, right? Let's present screen here for y'all. Share screen. Share. There it is. Dillon Gabriel says, Sooner Nation, the past 2 years here at OU as a Sooner, I have made memories with friends and family that remind me how blessed I am. I have been able to play football for an amazing group of coaches alongside men who have become my brothers. More than anything, I have grown in faith and love. I appreciate and cherish those memories and relationships forever. My time in the Palace was a game time experience I will never forget. Sooner Nation, you held me accountable, and I'm better for it. Coach BV, my coaches, and the football staff, I am grateful for your care, knowledge, and insight. Most of all, thanks for your faith in me and the opportunity to lead and be a member of OU's Team 128 and 129. Sincerely, Dillon Gabriel. I think that was pretty well said, don't y'all? So, in summation here, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Dillon Gabriel should have stayed another year? Or do you think he should have left? A lot of people seem to think that if he had stayed, that Jackson Arnold may have transferred. And it sort of reminds me of the whole Tua and Jalen Hurts thing. Not exactly the same, but Tua is basically saying that if he didn't play the season that we won the national championship on 2nd and 26, that he was going to transfer. And luckily he got in the game and pulled the game out for Alabama against Georgia. It was down 13-0. And then he threw the famous 2nd and 26 pass to put a dagger in Georgia's heart once again, as we've seen to do quite often. I mean, every once in a while they get one on us like they did 2 years ago, but that's one out of the last, 9? So, but that's another topic for another day. But y'all's situation with Dillon Gabriel and Jackson Arnold reminds me of the Tua and Jalen Hurts thing. If Jackson Arnold was going to transfer, if Dillon Gabriel came back, I think once again shows how unselfish Dillon Gabriel is, in the fact that he probably realizes that, and he's just going to move on. Either he's going to go into the draft, or he may play another season. I think he's got one more season through the whole COVID and medical red shirt stuff or something or another, but I think he does have one more season he can play if he wants to. And I'm hearing rumors that Dillon Gabriel may indeed follow Jeff Levy to Mississippi State, or he may go out to Oregon and help them replace Bo Nix. I think both spots would be great for Dillon Gabriel to finish his career. I'm sure that most Sooner fans wish him the best because he helped y'all out in a tough time, and y'all helped put him on the map. So neither entity, whether it be Dillon Gabriel or the Oklahoma Sooners, owe each other more than the other owes the other. It was a hand-in-hand thing, and I think it was a great run. I think Dillon Gabriel will be remembered fondly by most Sooners out there. What do you guys and gals think? Where do y'all think he's going to go? Drop it in the comment section. Do you think Jackson Arnold would have transferred had Dillon Gabriel stayed? I'd also like to know your insights on that as well. And now for the comment of the day. The comment of the day comes from J.D. Wilmoth, or as Kuz likes to say, J.D. Big Mouth. J.D. Wilmoth says to Tulsa fan, Sooner fan 1, which is Courtney, by the way. By the way, that screenshot of what Dillon Gabriel had to say in his departing of Oklahoma was given to me by Courtney. She is the Common Joe and Common Sally that put me in the know. But J.D. Wilmoth's comment to Tulsa fan Sooner 1 says, I'm actually glad he's transferring, speaking of Dillon Gabriel, because I don't think Jackson Arnold would have sit on the bench another season. He would have probably entered the portal if Dillon Gabriel did not enter the portal. So that's the comment of the day from J.D. Wilmoth, and credits to Courtney Taylor for being the Common Sally that put me in the know. And that's all I got to say about that today. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, there's a little heart down here if you want to make a one-time donation to the program. Just hit that, throw a few dollars in the coffers. And as always, KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.